Hi everybody and welcome back to join in this new session, Yin Yoga. So we take it easy, we take it slow, we keep the postures, today we keep the postures again with like 2 minutes. You can always do the postures a little bit longer or stay in the postures a little bit longer. 3 to 4 minutes is also good. Listen to your body, listen to your breath. Take your time and enjoy. The only thing that you maybe need is a pillow. It can help to support your body in some of the poses. Let's start in an easy seat. You already can use a pillow to sit on. If it feels more comfortable to keep one knee bended or one knee bent, that's also good. If it feels more comfortable to lengthen or to relax, to release the legs, that's also a position that is possible. But for sure, try to ground the sitting bones, those hard bones in your buttocks, try to ground them, let them sink down a little bit deeper into the earth, and from there find some length up, some length in the upper body. Your arms are relaxed, your hands can rest on your physical body, on your knees, on your legs, on your lap, wherever feels comfortable. Lengthen your neck. Gently drop your shoulders a little bit and then close your eyes. Take a few deep in and exhalations, just on your own rhythm. If for you it feels comfortable to release a little bit of tension, then exhale a few times through your mouth. Take 3 more rounds of breathing, connecting with the breath, with the flow of the breath. Listening to the sound of your breath. And then from there, very gently open up your eyes. And if it feels good, just shake off your legs. Our cat is joining today. Our cat's name is Lou. She's something. She's arranging my stuff. Probably she will walk a little bit on the mats or joining us in our session today. Okay. And again, find an easy seat. Crossing the legs this time. You can stay seated on the pillow and then change your legs. So take the other foot to the front. So change the legs. Do it differently. Okay. Keep that length in the spine and reach both arms up to the sky. And we always start with a little stretch. Interlace the fingers above the head. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling. See if you can lengthen the arms and then from there drop your shoulders. So pull your shoulders a little bit down, away from the ears. Good. And then move a little bit from one side to the other side. So find some space on the sides of the body. It's always a very nice way to start your practice. It's also a very nice way to start your day. So maybe just lifting the arms, interlacing the fingers, turning the palms up, and stretching in the morning gives you that extra space for energy. And then come back or return to the center and release your arms all the way. Okay, again, take that pillow to the side. For the first posture, you don't need it. If you want to shake up your legs, if you want to move your toes, your ankles, your legs, your knees, your hips, you go ahead. And we start off today in a standing position. So we start off standing. Okay, our heads are cut off right now, but that's okay. And stand in like a hip distance width of the feet. Toes are looking towards the front. And very gently bend your knees as if you want to sit down a little bit. And then roll down, take the head, the shoulders, the upper body, the arms all the way down until the upper body really hangs. Let the upper body hang forward. Maybe the hands are touching the earth, maybe not. And then go and look for what
feels good for you. So you want to be very heavy in the upper body. You can keep your knees softly bent if it feels nice. You can even lengthen the legs if it feels okay. Or if you feel like, yeah, this is quite heavy for me, then keep your knees bent and even support on the elbows. That's another option. But drop the upper body, let the upper body become heavy. 2 minutes in this posture, and we've started our session. Gently inhaling and exhaling. Find your rhythm of breath. So don't force yourself in very strong and active breathing. Let the breath just softly travel through the body. The upper body becomes heavy. Maybe it feels a little bit awkward in the head because all the blood goes to the head. But that's okay. Again, if it's getting too much, come on the elbows, support on your elbows. And we're halfway through the posture. Try to keep the upper body heavy, the feet pressing into the mat, into the earth. Try to keep your body weight equally divided over the right and the left foot. No tension in the shoulders nor in the neck. We're almost there. And that's your sign to slowly release this posture. Don't go standing up too fast. You can choose to sit down. You can choose to stand up. Listen to what your body wants and take it easy. Take a few deep breaths. If you were standing up, then gently come to sit down and do whatever your body wants to do. Often you want to move the legs a little bit because the backs of the legs are awake now. Yeah, our cat is stealing the show here. I don't know if you see her, but she's here, right here. And she's joining. Alright, for our second posture, and maybe today the first asanas, the first postures are quite intense. For the second posture, we take the feet to the back, come to all fours position, hands and knees. And keep your knees hip distance apart. Keep your feet hip distance apart. And you can tuck your toes into the yoga mat. So not too wide, not so big. So hip distance. A lot of support. Keep those toes tucked under. And even try to spread the toes a little bit. And then gently walk your hands to the back. Walk your hands to the back and see if you can sit on top of your heels. Sometimes you need to help those little pinky toes. Okay, so the eventual posture, we want to sit here with the body weight above the feet, above the heels. If it's too much, if it's not possible for your knees, or if it's too much, then you have the option to sit up like this, like on top of your knees. In both cases, avoid that you're hanging towards the front too much, and also here. So don't stick your bum to the back. Try to keep your shoulders aligned with the hips in the upright posture or in the seated posture. 2 minutes in this very nice posture, which is called toe magic. Whenever you feel like it, you can close your eyes and come a little bit more, or turn the attention a little bit more inward. If for you it feels better to keep your eyes open, then keep your eyes open. Try to relax your shoulders. intense posture, so whenever you have the feel or the urge to stand up on the knees, go ahead. Does your body feel okay again? See if you can sit down again, even if it's for like half a second. Breathe. We're almost halfway. 2 minutes sometimes feel a little bit, or tend to feel a little bit longer. But I promise you, the next one, you can really release and surrender. Whenever you want, sit up like this. Whenever it feels okay, sit down again. Try to breathe through the poses, through the time in this toe magic asana. Half a minute to go. Full breaths in, full breaths out. And then, yes, that's your sound. So gently bring your body weight out of your feet. Walk your hands a little bit forward and very slowly, gently release your toes. And yeah, you can sigh. Wiggle your toes a little bit, wiggle your ankles, or move your ankles a little bit. Take a few breaths here. And then open up your knees just a little bit wider than your hips. Your big toes can gently come together and take a very nice child's pose. You can use the pillow to support the upper body or the forehead. You can let your forehead rest on the yoga mat, or if it's too intense or feels better with the upper body lifted a little bit, that's another option. Breathe. Inhaling, exhaling on your own rhythm. Sometimes a lot of things are happening around us. Try to stay close to yourself. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face. Let the body become really heavy. Almost there. And just slowly release the pose. See if you can bring your body out of the posture and play around a little bit with letting go of tension wherever you feel it. Our next posture is a posture that we do on the right and on the left side. And we have two options. I explained both options. The final pose, and I started with that one, is, and you can join me, we'll see where we can go. Take the legs to the front and bring your right knee close to the body. Use your right hand to catch the outside of the right ankle. Right hand outside right ankle. Lean a little bit towards the left side. Lean into your left hand and pick up the right foot. Now lengthen the right foot. So don't flex, lengthen. And see if you gently can guide your right foot, like the right heel, towards the buttocks. Towards the buttocks. The right knee can go out, and it's like maybe 90 degrees, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. Yeah? The left leg stays long, but the left leg does not need to be very active. Keep it soft. Yeah? The left toes, the left knee are looking towards the front. And then see if you can bring the body weight as much as possible, like to the center. Not hinging too much to the left side, but bring also some body weight on the right side. Yeah? This is the final expression of the legs. If you feel that this is not, that this is a no-go for your knee or for your foot, and take the foot back to the front and take it on the inside of the left leg. Yeah? So inside of the left leg, it's a little bit easier. The right foot towards the back, it's a little bit harder. Find your balance. So try not to hang too much to one side. Try to find your balance. First option, sitting up tall. Let those sitting bones sink down. Second option, forward folding. You can use your hands. You can use elbows. You can use pillows. You can use books or blocks. And you gently can let the head hang down. Breathe through it. So in Yin Yoga, we need the time. We need to stay a little bit longer in our postures in order to release muscle tension, in order to let gravity pull the body down a little bit more. That space or that time that you get, it's necessary for the physical body, but sometimes it's really hard for the mind. Because we also get time to think. And if you have a lot of thoughts in the head, you can use an easy method of counting your breaths, your inhalations, your exhalations, in order not only to balance the breath, but also to give your mind a little something to do. Whenever you feel the urge to use that method, use it. In Yin Yoga, we want to create space. We want to create space in the physical body. Deeper level and deeper layer. We want to create space in the breathing, slow, deep breaths. And creating space in the mind eventually. And that's your sign. Let the posture go. So gently use your hands, your arms to lift the upper body first. Coming out of this posture is in the same way as we came into the posture. So leaning over to the left side, if you have your foot to the back, and then gently take that right leg to the front. And give your right knee, your right foot some time. Yeah, go for a while. Gently find that space again. And then keep the right leg long, because you know we need to do the other side first. Huh? So left knee coming up. Your option, keeping the left foot on the inside of the right leg, a little bit easier, Or leaning over to the right side, taking the left heel closer to the left buttocks. The left knee can be opened up. Don't hinge too much to the right side, see if you can find some weight on the left side as well. Option to sit up or gently going into that forward fold. Again, 2 minutes in this posture. Use blocks, use pillows, use whatever you need to support the upper body, to support the elbows or to support the head. Important is that on every moment in class, in the session, in every posture, you should be able to breathe quite slow and relaxed. If this is not the case, maybe you need to adjust the posture, maybe you need to take the upper body a little bit higher up again. Try to focus on your breath, which guides you through your body. Which helps you to hold on, or to hang in there. You're almost there. Gently on your little way, come out of the posture. If you have the foot to the back, don't forget first to lean over to the right side and take your time to bring that left leg all the way to the front and shake it off. Okay? It's heavy, huh? Alright. Now, again, the next pose is right side, left side. It is a little bit of a strange pose to build up, but we'll do it step by step together. So, let's start with bending the right knee, placing the right foot a little bit out, a little to the side. Okay. And then pick up your left leg. Pick up your left leg. You can bend it as well. And flex this foot, this left foot. So you don't want to be sloppy in the ankle. You want to push your left heel away from the left knee. With your right hand, catch the left heel. Good. Your left hand, keep it on your left knee. And then see if you can wiggle a little bit. And working from the left side of the hip. So moving around from the hip joint. Just waking up. Alright. And slowly, we're going to bring the left lower leg down towards the yoga mat. We bring it down towards the yoga mat, placing your left foot pretty close to the right edge of your yoga mat. Your left lower leg, you can keep almost parallel to the front side of the yoga mat. That's either way, parallel. And just let your left knee be wherever it is. Then pick up your right leg. And also here, we're going to flex this right foot. Again, action. So this posture needs a little bit of action in those feet. And again, you can start to wiggle and to move around a little bit. Good. Now you can use your hands to hold your heel and your knee. That's it. Now what we want to achieve is bringing the right ankle on top of the left knee. On top of the left knee. But I will give you options. Yeah? So on top of the left knee. For some of us, yeah, the knee, the right knee and the right left heel or the left ankle are pretty far apart. Yeah? That's okay. You can even lean a little bit towards the back and let the right knee come a little bit closer towards your left ankle. But you can lean a little bit to the back. If this is you, you can lean to the back. For others, maybe the ankle and the knee are a little bit closer together or almost touching. And make sure your body weight is nicely divided right side, left side. If the ankle and the knee are pretty close together, you can even try to forward fold. And it's quite intense. It's pretty intense. Then we have one more last option. If you feel that all this is really hard, and it's really hard for you to take the foot on top of the knee, you can also lengthen the lower leg all the way to the front. So take half the posture here. Everybody flex both feet the whole time here. And then we're ready for 2 minutes in this posture. Avoid hanging too much to one side. Try to bring your body weight as much as you can in the center. So use your hands if you need to. Bring the body weight a little bit back if it's too heavy. But let the knees and the ankles come a little bit closer together. And find the option that feels good for your body. No stress, no pushing. Make sure you can breathe. Make sure you can relax a lot of muscles. And make sure your breath can be quite long and deep. So no like active and hollow breath. That's a long breath. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable with that. Try to release tension in shoulders, in the neck, in the face. Especially in postures that are a little bit harder, notice what happens with the face. Often we are a little bit tense around the jaws, or we press the lips together, or we frown the forehead. So be aware what happens in the face while you're doing some practice. Half a minute to go, so we're almost there. And very slowly come out of the posture, listen to your body, release the legs one by one, and take your time. Don't hold your breath, try to keep on breathing. And probably you will feel this a little bit around your hips. Yeah. Alright, good. Now, once you're okay, we need to build up to the other side. You know a little bit where to go now. Bend your left knee, place your left foot away, a little bit to the side, and then pick up your right lower leg. So catch your right heel with your left hand, right hand on your right knee, and then start moving. So start to move from the right side of the hip. So don't move only from the knee, try to move from the hip joint. Yeah, you can move in both directions. You can move up and down, back and forth. Relax your face while you do that. And then see if you can bring your right lower leg, again, parallel to the front side of your yoga mat. So the right foot comes pretty close towards the left side of your yoga mat. Don't pull the right foot too close. So make sure there is some space between the right lower leg and the rest of your body. Keep your right foot flexed and then pick up your left foot. And there we go. Flex the left foot and then start to move around a little bit from the left side of the hip. So see how it goes on this side. And then let's see where you can bring the left foot to left ankle. So what we want to achieve is to bring the left ankle on top of the right knee. And then again, find that balance between the right side and left side of the body. Maybe you need to lean back a little bit. Try not to pull the left knee towards you, but just let it sink down a little bit more. Yeah, so it wants to go towards the right ankle. You can sit up, you can forward fold, whatever feels okay for your body right here, right now. And it is quite an intense posture. So if you have the feeling like, oh my God, what is this? And I can't handle it. It's pretty normal for a lot of people that this is quite intense. Yeah? If it's too much, the lower leg can be long and the left knee can be bent, left ankle over the right leg. Yeah? So you have a lot of options. Breathe through it and see what works for you. Once you've found the posture, try to stay in the posture as much as possible with your breathing. Again, try to relax the shoulders, connect the face. And especially in postures that are quite intense, focus on the breath. And let the breath help you. One breath at a time. Finishing every in, every exhalation. So no shortcuts in the breath. And then start to release gently with a lot of love. Bring your body out of the posture. Ooh. And give yourself a moment to adjust again. Okay? Yeah. From here, come to lay down on your belly. So lay down on your belly. And we come to a Sphinx posture. Your feet can be a little bit wider. Preferably the heels are a little bit out, toes are a little bit in. Bend the elbows, come on top of the elbows, and then measure the distance. The elbows are placed underneath or maybe just a little bit in front of the shoulders. Yeah, not behind the shoulders, a little bit in front. If it's too intense, you can release the hands, by the way. If it's too intense, slide the elbows a little bit further to the front. Yeah. If it's okay for you, and if you want to go in a little bit deeper expression of the posture, and take the hands gently out and lengthen the arms into seal. We stay 2 minutes in this posture, find your way, and like I said in the very beginning, all of the postures can be held a little bit longer than 2 minutes. For some it's easy, for some it's a little bit hard to stay longer in the postures than 2 minutes. Play around with these postures as long as you can breathe in a conscious and in a full way. As long as you are listening to your physical body. You're doing okay. And sometimes in Yin Yoga, you have some resistance in the physical body or in the mind. Resistance is not a bad thing. And it's something different than pain. So be aware of that. Don't step over your limitations, but gently work towards your limitations. With a lot of respect and love for your own body and your own breath. Slowly release, so bring the whole body on the yoga mat, so come flat on your belly. You can turn your head towards one side, you can bring the arms all the way to the back, or you can let your forehead rest on the hands, one on top of the other. Let the heaviness pull the body gently down. If you feel the urge to wiggle the hips a little bit from right to left, and go ahead. If you don't need that, you don't need that. If your head was to one side, turn your head towards the other side and take a few breaths over there. And then very slowly with the next inhalation, you can come up on the elbows again. Take your time and then roll over towards your back. So roll on your backs. Make sure to lengthen the spine, lengthen the neck. And then slowly take your right knee, your left knee into your chest. Now let your hands rest on top of your knees. And then with your hands, you're making circles with the knees. So it's not like the legs are really moving, the arms are moving the legs. Very gently, a few circles into one direction. Take it easy. And then also reverse movement going into the opposite direction. Make the circles big, make the circles small. One more circle. Returning all the way back to the center. Gently pulling the knees a little bit closer to your chest. Now lift your head, lift your shoulders, wrap your arms around your legs, and give yourself a huge hug. Stay in this very small shape. Keep your breath going. Last deep breath. And then very slowly release and bring the whole body down again. So shoulders, head, arms release down. Bring the feet one by one on the yoga mat. And you have the option to lengthen the legs and just let your feet fall out towards the outside. The other option is to keep your knees bent, placing the feet a little bit wider, and then bring the knees together. That's also a nice way to surrender. Bring your arms next to the body, turn the palms of your hands up to the ceiling, relax the fingers, relax the arms, the shoulders become a little bit heavier. Let the back of your head sink down. Feel those shoulder blades heavy into the yoga mat. Let the hips sink down. Let your feet and your legs and your feet become a little bit heavier. Close your eyes. Softly exhale. Take a full breath in through your nose. Release through the mouth. A little bit bigger. So inhaling. And let go, exhaling. And one more full deep breath in through the nose. And let it out, exhaling through the mouth. Let the breath come back to a natural rhythm. Surrender the body completely. And enjoy a short Shavasana. Keep the body as it is, nice and still. And bring a little bit more attention back towards the breathing. Inhaling a little bit more active, exhale a little bit more active and bigger. Just a few breaths to wake, a few rounds to wake up the breath. And from there, wake up the body again. Wiggle the fingers, the toes, moving the feet, the hands, the arms, the legs. If you want to stretch yourself all the way, then please go ahead. Nice big yawn. And then from there again, bring the knees one by one closer to the belly. Roll over to the right side. And take your time to bring the upper body up back to a seated position. Take an easy seat. Join the hands in front of the heart. I want to thank you all for joining again. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll see each other soon. Take care.